Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome to this very special Lionsgate portal activation. We are on the cusp, the precipice of one of the biggest tipping points that we've ever seen in humanity. And moments like this, portal points, are massive opportunities. And so we have the 8/8, the Lionsgate portal. And on Wednesday, August 12th, we have the new moon in Leo, which is a solar eclipse. Depending on where you are in the world, it might be a partial solar eclipse or total solar eclipse. So over in Europe, parts of Africa are going to be a total. The eastern side of North America will be a partial eclipse. No matter where you are on this planet, you are going to be feeling this. Leo is calling us into stepping into our power, our truth, visibility, but not through the ego. The interesting thing right now is with this eclipse, we're actually shifting nodal points. So for the last 18 months, we've been North Node Pisces, diving into spirituality, the dreamer, dreaming bigger than we ever have before. And we are in the South Node of Virgo, which was overcoming perfectionism and control, these shadow aspects. So now we're shifting gears. We're officially now going to be in South Node Leo. So that's what this eclipse is going to bring forth, and North Node Aquarius. And so Aquarius is asking all of these shadow parts of Leo, which are visibility, but through the ego. Look at me, right? The unhealed, unevolved aspects of Leo is look at me because I want to be seen and I want to be validated. And the North Node in Aquarius is calling us forward, saying, okay, Leo, let's be visible. Let's shine our light as big as we possibly can, but through heart-led leadership. How can we now pour into the highest level of service to humanity at this time? Now, when we look at 8/8 in numerology, yes, we're in the Gregorian calendar. And as a collective puts meaning to something, there is a lot of momentum and power behind that. And also, the Lion's Gate is connected into ancient Egypt, which I'll get to in a moment. But if we're taking a look at the energetics of eight, it's infinity, which is why and how eight is infinity. If you put it on its side, it creates the infinity symbol, which is why it taps us into abundance, right? Because abundance is everywhere depending on our mindset and the way that we perceive our own reality. And it also taps us into our power, right? So, who we truly are at our core, our essence is coming alive. Who are we when we shed everything that is not actually who we are? The programs, the stories, the things that have been placed on us over time in our lineage, right? That we've come here to transmute, to remember that we are these powerful alchemists coming alive at this time. And we tap into this remembrance of who we are, which is infinite creation. That is the core frequency behind abundance and behind our power, or the core foundation of it. And so now if we start to tune into, okay, why was this important to the ancient Egyptians? Why did they celebrate the Lion's Gate for centuries? Well, they actually connected it to the star Sirius. And they believe that the goddess Isis, who I'm wearing around my neck here, she's really the matriarch of the powerful feminine women that we know in our history: Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, the Essenes, the Rose lineage. These women they were high initiates of the Isis lineage. And I believe if you are here, you are also a part of that lineage. And there's a remembrance deep within you that is coming alive. And so for them, it was the actual return of the star Isis, which would have disappeared for the majority of the beginning of the year, and then coming back on 8/8, and then staying for the remainder of the year until the spring equinox comes back and cycles back to the next cycle, basically. And so what happened at that time is it would become visible. And so this is when that energy, the frequency of Isis would become visible again to the naked eye. And so they believed this light coming in was her return, the return of the mother, the return of the matriarch. And so as this light comes in and brings more awareness, it's not only just bringing these ancient initiations alive outside of self, but what it's truly doing is initiating something deep within you. And so when we think about what's happening on our planet today, and that's been happening for thousands of years, is the suppression of truth, the suppression of our voice, the suppression of the feminine, of creation. Women birth life. So it's the suppression of life itself. And if we can distort and manipulate and suppress life, the life giver, right? Our connection, severing our connection to God, source, universe, that's when the ones that have been in power can actually be in power and manipulate us because we have forgotten who we are. And so this is the time of deep remembrance. And so we want to know the truth of things, and yet there is such a divine design in us forgetting to remember. Because until we're ready to hold our sovereign field, our sovereign, oh my goodness, sovereignty. That was a tongue twister for me. Until we can hold our sovereignty, this is a reflection for me to slow down here in this moment. Our mind can be manipulated. Our field can be manipulated. It can be distorted. Books can be distorted and manipulated and rewritten. And this is what we've known to be true about our history. And so until we can hold our mind and hold our field with such sovereignty that it cannot be distorted, these truths, this ancient technology, this remembrance of who we are and who we were in these ancient times, right? In the lineage, under the lineage of Isis, this ancient technology, we actually stored it within us. We stored it in our cells, in our DNA, in our womb space. And this is what is coming alive at this time. This is what we have access to at this time. But we must go within to access it. So I'm going to bring us all into a meditation and activation. I always close my eyes. I channel these in real time with all of you. I go alongside all of you in this. So thank you for being here. I guess I didn't introduce myself at the beginning for any of you who are new to me. My name is Shiloh Dawn, and it is such a pleasure to be here with you. It is such a gift. It is such a blessing. And I could not be more grateful to get to be a channel and a conduit, not because I am any different or any more special than any of you. My intention is to always empower you to remember who you truly are. My desire is to be a sacred mirror for you to see yourself. So, whatever you're hearing and feeling and seeing in what I am transmitting to you, just know that this is just something that is activating memories, gifts, your power, your truth within yourself. It already exists and lives within you. So as I rise, I call you to rise alongside me. I call you to rise with me. And this is the true initiation. And one more thing before we dive in, I am co-facilitating a really powerful, beautiful experience with someone who is very close to me. Alma, some of you may know her, that are watching this as well. And I'm going to put some more information down in the just in the bio below this video. You're going to find links and everything that you need. We are taking a group of 13 women on a sacred pilgrimage this fall, October 28th to November 12th, to Egypt. And we are going to some of the most sacred sites that maybe you've heard of, and a lot that you have not heard of as well. Some of them are not known publicly to a lot of people. These are really sacred places that we have the opportunity to go into. And some of them we actually have private ceremonies that are going to be booked out so that we can be in our own energetic field, really working with the technology, with the sound, with the water, with the land, with the grids, and with one another. And so, without diving too deep into that, I'm again going to post more information down below. But I would love to dive into this activation. If anyone feels called, especially as we're going through this meditation and you want to know more on the other side, you can also send me a DM, come find me on Instagram. All of that is linked below. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please do so. This is a new channel. It would be super helpful for me to continue to bring these activations and meditations to you. So without further ado, let's dive in. You can take a moment here and close your eyes with me. Just take a nice deep breath in. And as you find yourself here with me in this moment, I want to really call you into radical presence. And as you take a nice deep breath in, on your next out breath, I want to invite you into finding your way to the bottom and the base of your spine. Here, we will set the intention to release your grounding cord. This grounding cord goes all the way down, down, down through all of the layers of the earth until you hit that center core. And as you do, infinite amount of light strands come off of your grounding cord and they weave into the center core, this crystalline sphere. And you feel yourself in a field of oneness with our earth, with our great mother, and with the divine. These infinite light strands also weave deep into the field that you've created here for yourself in many, many, many lifetimes. This is an inner sacred temple, a place of safety and stability. You'll notice massive quartz crystals. These crystals are embedded with memories, gifts, experiences, moments in time your soul said, I will come back to remember this. There will be a divine appointment, a whisper in my ear. And this is that divine appointment. And so you can feel these strands weaving into this crystalline field. And as you weave and connect, not only are you integrating and connecting with our great mother, but also with your soul. And feeling the lifetimes that you have walked on this earth and the most ancient times. These ancient lifetimes where you came into levels of mastery, that you walked in these ancient temples, that you learned from the lineage directly passed down from Isis, not only here on this earth plane, but also within the stars. And so as you feel this connection to the stars, you can start to breathe this energy back up into your body, back up to the base of your spine, taking a moment and pausing for one breath at your root chakra. Breathe here. Feel the safety coming alive within your form. One more breath up into the next chakra. This is your sacral, your connection to creation itself. As women, you have a womb space. This is a place that you can birth life or create into form. This is a space that you've embedded information, wisdom, gifts, power, sacred technology, information that you knew was so sacred that it could not be manipulated. And you stored it here, waiting for the most perfect moment when your soul was ready to remember. Planting the seed that what is ready to be remembered will. And that the divine design, the puzzle pieces, the stepping stones from there will be illuminated and revealed moment by moment, breath by breath. And you can start to breathe that up into the solar plexus. This is your power center. It is time for you to ignite your power, to illuminate what it means to be embodied in your power. This is beyond confidence. This is coming back to coherence, to your true nature, the truth of who you are in human form. And beyond that, your spirit, your soul, your connection to creation itself. And as you breathe up into your heart opens and expands. If you are in human being, you have heart walls. You have had experiences in this lifetime or past lifetimes that have calcified from pain and hurt and betrayal. Places that you've lost trust with yourself, with God, with the universe, with creation, with life itself. There's a fracture that has been made deep within your heart. And I ask you here in this moment to have the courage to say yes to the deepest restoration of these heart walls, to soften and to open. And if to receive anything, to receive life, to receive yourself on the most sacred level, your soul. Can you call your soul back into form in a way that it's no longer fragmented, in a way that it no longer feels trapped or afraid, in a way that it's tapping, whispering, do you remember? You are infinite in nature. You are abundant in form. You are the most beautiful and exquisite soul. Your light can illuminate the darkest places throughout all of the universe. And your heart is here to shine and to love and to be open to receive the miracles and the magic that you are. And the byproduct of that is that miracles get to be presented every day of your life. Breathing that truth up into your throat. And a deeper truth that your throat chakra holds is that as you speak, you form worlds. Ask and you shall receive. But can it be that easy? Your voice, your throat chakra, it holds suppression for lifetimes, for centuries. It is time to release those shackles and chains, that suppression, and open the throat, not in a way of needing to scream to be heard. There is a power in a grounded voice that knows her truth, that speaks out her soul's and heart's desires. It is magnetic and it is received. All of your prayers are being answered. All of your prayers are being heard. Trust in the process and the divine design around that. Speak your truth. Be brave. Be bold. Now is the time. Breathing that up into the third eye opens. This is seeing beyond the veil. What are you ready to see that maybe you have not been ready prior to this moment? Are you ready to activate your gifts of clairvoyance or illuminate a new way of seeing, a higher perspective taking form? How will you perceive yourself, your life, the world around you, the sacredness within all things beyond this moment? Breathing up into the crown, and the crown is your connection to your higher self. And so we invite your higher self in. And if this is your first moment in time connecting with your higher self, I want you to look at her in a way that dissolves all walls, stories, and programs around not feeling good enough or powerful or worthy. Let her be your sacred mirror to the deepest truth of who you are. She speaks to you and says, remember who you are and where your true potential, your highest potential, your sacred scroll that you said yes to, the agreement you made with your own soul before coming here, where does this live within you? This is what we are igniting and illuminating in this journey together. And so you can feel pure white light energy from up above, swirling down, cleansing, clearing, protecting 360 degrees around you, as above, so below, finding your way into the center of your heart. As you land here, a doorway opens. A doorway that leads you to a very sacred place in Egypt, the Valley of the Whales. There is a sacred lake here, the oldest ocean, the oldest water on our earth. As you walk through this space, you see ancient bones of whales on the beaches, on the shoreline. These bones hold ancestral wisdom from the beginning of time, as whales are the wisdom keepers of our earth, and their bones hold the frequency, the remembrance of their sacred soul song, the one that still sings through the oceans today, that keeps our oceans alive, the memory that is embedded within them is available to access, and it lives within you as well. These sacred waters invite you to find your way, to dive in. You feel yourself floating on your back. The sun and the light warming your face. I want you to feel a moment of peace here, of absolute radical presence. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be, but right here, right now. There's a very ancient ley line through this water that activates a frequency that you can feel, a heartbeat, an ancient drumming within you. As you come into alignment with this, you can feel the frequency, almost as if your ancient ancestors are drumming, calling you home to yourself and to the truth, the ancient ways that are coming alive within you now. This frequency opens up another doorway. This doorway brings you around a fire. This fire is your inner spark, your inner flame. And it represents the fire of Leo. And it directly connects you to the star Sirius. You can feel the goddess Isis present. As you are sitting around this fire, you feel yourself in a sacred temple. It is between worlds, not quite Earth, not quite the stars, something deeper in form, beyond the comprehension of the mind. You're in an energetic realm. And this is a place of self-discovery of what is being initiated within you now. And let this sacred fire light the way. Around you, you can feel your healed ancient ancestors, your guardians, the wisdom keepers. And feel the energy and the spirit of the whales, the lineage of Isis, the Essenes, our ascended masters, our galactic family of light, all of those benevolent beings here to serve you and to serve the highest level of humanity at this time. These are your sacred and ancient guardians. They are here to support you, to hold up a sacred mirror, to guide you and to light the way. This fire is here to initiate, to activate and be this inner alchemy, feeling this fire dance through your form, sparking something within you. It's shedding and releasing and transmuting all of the old programs and stories, the things that were keeping you small, the shadow of Leo, of validation, of needing to be seen, but through ego, all of that is dissolving so your higher self can come online. what is being birthed in its place, visibility through heart-led leadership, through service and impact. I want you to feel this sacred scroll within you, what you said yes to long, long ago. Feel it coming alive within you now, activating something deep, ancient. Rasyatatahya ramyaro hia rasyatatahya ramyara hiaraha. Rasyatatahya ramyaro hia rasyatatahya. 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 Deep breath in and release. I want you to sense, feel, or imagine this ripple going through. The sun coming into alignment with Sirius, this new moon in Leo, solar eclipse activating, quantum leaping your life. What are you calling in? What is your soul and your higher self mirroring back to you? What has been hidden in the shadows but ready to reveal itself? I want you to tune and tap into this ancient technology within you. What is your higher purpose path coming alive and coming online now? You need to take a moment here to be in the stillness. And you can feel your higher self planting a seed, a golden seed within your heart. This seed is that of a frequency that will continue to activate and initiate a remembrance within you. Remembering that it's nothing outside of yourself. This is between you and your soul, an agreement that you made with yourself, that you're ready to remember, and that you are ready to bring online. This is the moment in time. Your soul has been preparing for this life for lifetimes. And it is up to you to say yes. And so, what is coming alive? Feeling this moving through your form, setting the intention that this will continue to light the way, to open doors, bring in opportunities and experiences, and that it'll be so clear the doors that are meant to open, the experiences and opportunities that you're meant to say yes to, and the ones that you are not. May this intention bring absolute clarity of what is in the highest alignment for you. Because what is in the highest alignment for you is what is going to be in the highest alignment for all of humanity. May you remember that you are a heart-led leader here to impact life itself, to be a sacred mirrors for others, to wake up to the truth of who they are. And your work is to embody that first. And this is the moment in time when you've said yes to doing so. And so breathing into that, feeling this come alive within you. Rosiatatahya ramyaro, rasiatatahya, Raki karakaro, ramiaro, sieta dahi, ramiaro, 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 ramiaro. Deep breath in. And as you release, you feel this ripple going through all time and space, landing you back here in this exact moment, in this exact body, in this exact form, remembering that there's nothing actually to life other than this moment. And that as you become present and bring in your awareness to your form and the deeper truth of who you are, it continues to ignite your highest truth. And may this truth continue to light your path forward and guide you and lead you every step of the way. And you can take a moment here and start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, coming back into the space. Thank you so much for joining me in this Lionsgate activation. Remember that this is a moment in time that your soul has designed for this truth to awaken within you. With Leo season in the highest form of Leo, there's no more hiding. This is your time to really shine and speak your truth. And this is the only way that you heal your wounds of visibility and the places that you've suppressed speaking your truth or sharing your voice. The only way to do that is to walk through the fire, to remember that you are truly the alchemist. And so may you continue to rise on this journey alongside me. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful to get the opportunity to hold this space for all of you. If you desire or feel the call to Egypt with us, again, the information is down below. I'm sending you all so much love. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And may this light not only light the way for you, but for all of those that you come in contact with. I love you all so much. Have a beautiful day.